Hi guys, welcome. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to get a chance to come on earlier because I just had too many things going on today. And anyhow, so I'm here now. Welcome. Let me see if I can find it on here. There we go. First person is Vicky. When will I hear from Richard? Well, 8 of diamonds. So the 8 could be any time, like it could be October 8th in 8 days, 8 weeks. The diamonds would be this winter. I don't know how often you speak to him. If you don't speak to him frequently, I would say it could take up to 8 weeks. If it's somebody that you speak to pretty regularly, then I would say within the next 8 days you should hear something. Kira, general for tomorrow. Tomorrow should be an okay day. Looks like you got some choices and decisions, so you may have some opportunities to do different things outside of work, like pleasure things, hanging out with people or being invited somewhere, walking away or turning down something. So you may have a couple of different choices tomorrow. 3 of Pentacles, feeling like a business relationship is grounded and stable and has long-term possibilities or long-term potentials. That could be your day job, or it could be like a business arrangement that you create on the side that has nothing to do with your job. 2 of Cups, a love relationship may be looking good tomorrow or maybe feeling really good. Hangman is in reverse, feeling like my life is not stuck in the mud, but things are starting to move forward for me. Tilia, general for tomorrow. Tomorrow, not bad. The energy around it is things change for the better quickly. Emperor is, you could be spending time with an Aries, or this could be spending time with a strong figure. It could be a father figure or boss. It could be somebody who's got a very strong personality. It doesn't have to be a male. It could be somebody who's just got a very strong personality. It also looks like you have cause for celebration tomorrow with the 3 of Cups. 6 of Swords, generally speaking, can be anything from planning a trip to water, by water, or around water, or moving on to greener pastures. Your life moves forward tomorrow. It could be life is moving forward tomorrow. You got the Chariot. Things move forward quickly. The energy around tomorrow seems good. Yeah, seems pretty positive. T. Yvette, general for me in Chase. General for me in Chase. This relationship, or I don't know, I don't know what your relationship is to one another, but it looks like it's stuck right now. So wherever you guys are right now, I'm going to say that over the next couple of weeks or the next month or so, things are probably going to stay right where they are. If you haven't seen or spoken to him, you will hear from him out of the blue, or you could run into him somewhere, but it doesn't look like you get much progress in the situation. Death is also in reverse, which would indicate feeling like things are not growing and changing, but things are staying stuck the way they are. Not that it's a bad thing, it's just not showing forward movement right now. Like the timing of it may not be great. Judgment is in reverse. Mustafa, I think I ran into Miriam, but I'm not sure. Did I run into Miriam today? Okay, let's see. You did. That was her. Kira, how is Leroy feeling? What can I expect next? Okay, he's got the Knight of Cups in reverse, which could mean like he's either not putting in a lot of effort or he's pulling his energy back. I would say things may be a little bit stagnant. I don't know where you are right now with him. I thought things were going really well, but now it's looking like Knight of Cups in reverse is like feeling like disinterested or pulling back his energy. Eight of Pentacles is in reverse, which also looks like he's not putting in a whole lot of effort. And there's disappointment around the situation and feeling a little bit burdened. So I would say that right now he's not putting in as much effort as he should. He may be feeling like he needs to take a break or he needs to pull his energy back. Moving forward, balance does come back to the situation and cause for celebration comes in. So there is more to come if you allow it. But right now, I wouldn't expect too much from him. I don't know if something happened between you and him. Mustafa. I don't see it yet, so let me do Timothy. A love reading for Timothy. Love life starts to move forward quickly, and you are getting... Six of Pentacles is nice because it's a balanced relationship. It's like both people are putting in equal effort, and it's something that comes natural. It's not forced. If you're not with anyone right now, life changes for the better quickly, and a fire sign comes in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. If you are with someone, life still changes for the better. It just doesn't mean that you have to leave your current partner for a fire sign. You could, things still change for the better, but then the fire sign wouldn't be, you know, like you wouldn't like change. I mean, you could change partners, but anyhow, moving forward. The Hangman is in reverse, so you have forward movement coming to your love life, and you have a new beginning on the horizon, either with an old partner, your current partner, or with someone new if you're not with anyone. If you're not with anyone, moving on to greener pastures makes a wish come true out of the blue when you least expect it. And this person that comes in could be a very creative type. BJ, love for me and Derek for the next 7 days. Love for me and Derek. Well, you've got happiness coming out over the situation, which is positive. But around the situation, there's like either bad karma or the timing isn't right. Things are out of balance. There's a lot of regret. And then there's imbalance. With the Six of Pentacles, it's like one person's doing all the work and the other person's not putting in enough effort. Knight of Pentacles is here, which would mean that the relationship is slow and steady. That's not a bad thing. It's just not moving forward fast. Sun is always positive. So if you two are in a committed relationship, I would say you could be going through a rough time where somebody's taking the other person for granted. But with the Sun card, you're going to move past it. If this is somebody who you're not involved with, but you just want to be involved with, then I would say you might have somewhat of a difficult time with this person. The Sun is here, which means that the relationship itself or the feeling itself around the situation is pleasant, but it doesn't look like there's no love here. Like this is like, I'm not feeling appreciated. It's the timing isn't great. Things are very slow, and there's regret around the situation. So I wouldn't think things are going to move forward quickly. I would think that things are probably a little bit stagnant at this moment. John, general reading until the end of the month. Oh, I skipped Krista. Let me do Krista. Jay's current feelings about our situation. Argumentative and undecided. That's how he comes up. He's got some sharp energy around him too. He's going through it, this guy. Thing is that, you know, it's hard to feel sorry for someone who's done this all to themselves. You know, it's like this is all his fault. Got no one else to blame but himself. He also feels like unlucky or like I have bad luck, like this happened to me. Meanwhile, he did it himself. Knight of Swords is in reverse, which means you might not hear from him right away. I don't know when the last time was you spoke to him, but he may be a little stagnant or not ready to reach out. He also has a tower moment happening around him. So this guy is kind of like a mess about this situation. At some point, though, he's going to have no choice but to move on. Because this, whatever he's doing right now is not going to work long term. So everybody can, you know, turn a blind eye to what is really going on here, but it isn't going to last long. We're going to have to take responsibility and move forward, for better or for worse. You know, then you'll have to decide whether or not you want to be involved in this at that point. But you know, I get to the point with guys, because I read for so many more women, where I'm fucking tired of these guys taking the easy way out all the time. You know, like, man the fuck up. It gets me pissed. John, general reading from now until the end of the month. Well, you could be starting a new journey here. First card that comes up around you is the Fool. Could be a spiritual journey at that. No longer holding yourself back. You also may be spending some quiet time alone. The Hermit could be like time in meditation, time focusing on what it is that you want, turning in. The Hermit is a good card. When it's in reverse, it's not so good. But upright, it's a good card. You have the Four of Wands, which is always positive. So spending time around your home, entertaining around your home. It could even be moving a relationship to the next level. You have success coming in around divine timing. So the powers that be are working for you, bringing balance back into your life, bringing growth and transformation. And if you're not with anyone right now, you got an air sign coming in. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Talia, when will I hear from B again? You should hear from him. Well, you got the Three of Spades. So the three could be 3 days, 3 weeks, October 3rd, or the spades would be sometime this fall. I'm thinking soon, maybe within the next 3 days. Mustafa, I'm performing the love ritual on Miriam at midnight. Will the ritual be successful? I believe it's going to be successful. It might take time, though. It may not happen as fast as you want it to happen. Phantom, Gemini. General reading. My poor nephew. I tell you what happened to him. He's so cute. Oh, you got life changing for the better quickly. You could be focused on a new practical project, business project that brings in a lot of respect. Walking away from something that no longer serves you brings in new opportunities. If you're not with anyone right now, you've got a couple of people coming in. Sagittarius, Gemini, water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You have passion coming in. You've got a new journey starting, spontaneity and adventure. You've got a lot of stuff happening. Jesus, got a lot of stuff happening. So he just started kindergarten. And my brother, he starts a new job. So now the bus isn't going to take him home. He's going to take him to his grandparents' house after school. So I guess the bus driver, if I'm understanding the story right. Now he just started like last week. So the bus driver passed by his grandparents' house. Now the kids saw his grandparents standing outside waiting for him in the bus line, but he didn't say anything. So all the kids get off the bus, and then there's Nikki. So the bus driver asked him, you know, where he lived. The poor kid was like on the bus for like 50 minutes before they got him home. They finally got him back to his grandparents' house. And he said, you know, and I got real nervous. There were no kids left on the bus, just him. And I was like, why didn't you tell the bus driver that you passed my grandparents' house? And he's like, I don't know. Meanwhile, it's the first stop. So he passed the house, dropped everybody else off, And then poor Nikki's sitting there. Felt bad for him. He's fine. It's like, I was so nervous, my stomach hurt. That's terrible. Oh my God. So scary. Kira, general for Saturday and Sunday. Might have mild anxiety. It's in reverse, not the worst thing. You do have divine timing coming in. You do have growth and transformation happening. Now you have a love cup full here with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Things could move forward this weekend. You may have some options as far as like different things to do. You've got success coming in. You have feeling balanced. You may have a party, a gathering, or some kind of a Three of Cups celebration of some type. Some kind of a party you might be invited to. It looks like you're holding yourself back. Maybe you don't want to go to it. I think if you go, you'll have a decent time. The sun here is in reverse, which means you may feel like happiness is like out of reach this weekend, but it's still on its way. You definitely have choices of different things you're going to be able to do this weekend. I don't think that you're going to be stuck at home with nothing to do. I think there's different options. Water sign looks like they want to spend time with you, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Or you could meet them, run into them, be talking to them somewhere, or something like that. Could be significant. It's, this weekend. Word girl, anything exciting coming into my life? It seems like you're earning respect here, Six of Pentacles. That's nice. Yeah. Hearing from somebody out of the blue you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. Somebody that you would want to hear from. You got the lover's card here. If you're not with anyone right now, you could meet a soulmate relationship. You may not start the relationship, but the person may be showing up. Or if you are with someone right now, your current relationship can rekindle or move to the next level. That's pretty exciting. Feeling prepared, feeling passionate, and life moves forward with the Chariot. Not bad. Mr. Maurice, what do you see in the next 15 days work related? Okay, let's see. Perseverance. I don't know if you're trying for like a better position or you're looking to move up. You may be getting an offer that you can't refuse. Happy home. The happy home is like upgrading. It could be upgrading a relationship. It could be when we're talking about work, getting a promotion, moving to the next level. Or it could also be feeling very happy with work. Whatever happens around work is very pleasant. Four of Wands is always positive. The Five of Pentacles in reverse is positive too, because it's paying off a debt or a loan or something that was hanging over your head. So that's good too. I don't know what's going on with your job, but you could be in a position to either be promoted or be making more money. Seven of Pentacles in reverse is seeing the fruits of your labor come into fruition. Now, is this all going to happen in the next 15 days? If you're up for a position, yes, you could get it. I mean, 15 days, like that's a particular amount of time. I'm wondering if you're waiting to hear back from something. If you're waiting to hear back from something, you should get whatever that is because it's very positive. You also have a wish here, Nine of Cups. Or if you're waiting to hear back from a different job, that should be very positive too. Maybe it doesn't have to do with your current job. Maybe it has to do with a new job. Either way, it's something you would be happy about. You would be getting paid better, and an offer you can't refuse. That could come in the next 15 days. Although I hate to lock things into such a particular amount of time because timing is it's very difficult. But it would be on its way, or and on the horizon. Mustafa, will I catch up on my finance and accounting classes? You're going to catch up as long as you put your mind to it. It's like when you set your mind to it, yeah, you can do it. You can do it. You just got to set your mind to it. Lydia, tell me about Hugo. Well, he's very nurturing and kind and loving. The Chariot plus the Ace of Cups. He's also very well balanced and realistic. He's not going to be holding himself back, so you should be either seeing or speaking to him more. Judgment's in reverse. The timing may not be there yet. It might be coming and it's just not here yet. The Hermit. He spends a lot of time thinking about this situation. The Fool plus the Knight of Cups. You should be starting a new romantic journey with him. Temperance. You might need to have patience. And he could surprise you out of the blue with growth and transformation, along with putting in some hard work into this relationship. He seems like a good guy. He really does. He seems like a good guy. Caring, strong, sincere, intuitive, hardworking, loyal, loving, kind, grounded, prepared. Oh, prepared. Cancerian. Current energy of the Leo towards me. Judgment. You know what that means. The energy is like the feeling that something is meant to be or there is more to come. It's like divine timing is guiding us through this. That's excellent energy. Elizabeth, what's going to happen with the Lowe's interview I had? You could move forward. You could be focused on a new job endeavor. You have a wish around the situation. It's possible for you to get it. It may be slow and steady. You might not hear from them as fast as you expect. You might think that you don't have it, and then all of a sudden you hear from them. They got a lot of respect for you. Things change quickly around the situation. So you might not hear from them for like a week or two, and then you think that, damn, I'm not going to hear back from them, and then all of a sudden things just change, and they could offer you that job. Phantom, how's Jay doing at the moment? I'm not sure of his sign. Okay, how's Jay doing at the moment? Not bad. Love cup is full. The sun is in reverse. A delay to happiness, but still a good card to get, even when it's in reverse. Seven of Cups, he's got choices. He's got success around him and feeling well balanced. He's okay. Mustafa, how did Miriam feel when she ran into me today? She felt a little bit taken back or a little bit either surprised or that's not the word, like a deer in headlights, like it stopped her dead in her tracks, like she like you took her by surprise, like a deer in headlights. That's the best way I could describe it. It wasn't a bad thing. The Four of Wands is here, so the Four of Wands is always positive, celebratory, growth and transformation. But I think it stopped her, like she lost her breath or she wasn't expecting it or something like that. Beautiful one, rest of September. Rest of September. Being at the right place at the right time brings in some good karma. It also could bring in a new job opportunity, or it might be a new beginning when it comes to love, because you've got the Knight of Cups here. If you're not with anyone right now, you have the sun coming out over your love life with, could be a Capricorn, or you have a water sign here too, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You could be moving on to greener pastures with a new soulmate connection. Now, is that all going to happen before the end of September? That's a lot to happen before the end of September. I wouldn't be surprised if it took longer than that. But that's what's coming in. You may also have a lot of indecision around your either love life or your current, when all this stuff starts to happen, you may not know what to do. That's okay. Take your time. TVET, general love for the rest of the month. Be prepared for things to change for the better quickly, possibly with the water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You may feel like finally you can exhale and that you got success coming in around love. That could be a soulmate relationship that leads to all 10 cups being full. But you seem to have a lot of good energy around you. So if it's not a water sign, it's like there's a lot of good energy happening around you. Even if it doesn't happen before the end of September, it's on its way. It's coming. Phantom, is A receiving bad karma or something? Well, I got a 70% chance yes, but what it shows more so, not so much that it's bad karma, but she feels very unsuccessful, or she's not having a lot of success with anything. She totally does not feel to me like a Capricorn. She feels like she just doesn't feel grounded. You know what I mean? I don't know. She just doesn't feel like a Capricorn to me. She may have a lot of planets in like Aquarius or Sagittarius or something. Word. How does my ex, the Cancer, feel about me? Oh, what did I just do? That ex thinks that you're very loving, kind, grounded, down to earth, stable, happy, that you don't hold yourself back, that you're very intuitive and hardworking. Cancerian, how did the Leo feel after watching my video? A little bit undecided. I don't know what the video was of, but it comes up as feeling undecided, unsure. The Three of Cups is in reverse, which would indicate feeling like there's a third party that's interfering in the situation. I don't know what the video was of, but that's what Three of Cups in reverse is like. There's a third party involved. Like that's how they felt. The Two of Swords in reverse feels undecided. Sepia. What's going on with Rommel? No word, and I didn't see him today. Huh. All right, let's see. Okay, he feels like he's got a long road ahead of him. Nine of Rods is in reverse. He also feels very unlucky. Nine of Cups is in reverse. He's spending a lot of time thinking about things. Contemplation, Four of Cups. Overthinking. He also feels very disrespected by something, not by you. Six of Pentacles could be a work thing in reverse. He also may be focused on a new business idea. Page of Pentacles. Feels unbalanced. He's got sharp energy around him, and he may have had an argument with someone. So he does have bullshit going on around him. He also feels very weak, and he feels like he can't get any rest or relaxation. So there may be a situation that he's still dealing with that's now there. I'm not seeing any love cards here. So far, there has not been anything that relates to love, but sticky situations that are messy that need to be ironed out. Could it have to do with an ex love, an old love? It could be, but it's like dealing with a disaster or feeling like I've gotten nowhere. Like this is coming up again, or I'm dealing with this again. If I had to guess, I would say he's dealing with some sort of personal issues that are causing him a lot of grief. That's what I would think. Now, why he hasn't reached out, I don't understand. I don't understand why people can't communicate and say, "Hey, listen, I'm going through X, Y, and Z. This is why you're not hearing from me." Or I have to deal with this bullshit. I don't know why people can't. It's so hard for them to do that, but for some reason, it's an epidemic where people just they disappear, do what they have to do, and then they resurface. And I don't. I think not that I think it's inexcusable, but you know what? Have a little respect for how other people feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. If he's got some kind of shit that going on around him, I think he should tell you about it and not just leave you hanging. And I don't care for that. I don't like when people leave other people hanging and just disappear like that. It pisses me off. But everybody seems to do it, and then they think that it's okay, and it's not okay. It's not okay to do that. um, Priscilla, what's coming towards me? No longer holding yourself back. Your intuition is heightened. You'll be at the right place at the right time where you should meet a Capricorn if you're not with anyone. If you are with someone, you still can meet this Capricorn who could be a significant person in your life. Ten of Pentacles. You should be receiving a large sum of money. It might have something to do with starting a side business or doing something on your own on the side that brings in extra cash. I always like the Page of Pentacles. Sinead, why did Kay add me and then delete me? People are fucking nuts. I mean, really. Okay, so now he added you the other day. Now he's deleting you, and this is what it's showing. It's showing that he feels argumentative. He feels like he's holding himself back. He's got a little bit of sharp energy around him. He's got the Hermit, which means he's turning in. Hermit is not bad. It's just that he's taking time to think about what it is that he wants, and he may have rethought his decision for whatever. You know, like this whole fucking adding and deleting and blocking and unblocking and all this nonsense is just so fucking beyond ridiculous that everybody gets caught up in this. But it's like I hear this is like same or similar question all day long. He felt that the timing wasn't right. His intuition told him to remove you. I mean, it's like it's ridiculous. He's holding himself back because it made him feel very weighed down that he added you. He felt like he shouldn't have done that, so he deleted you. I don't get it. Why people have to do this. And then everybody else reads into it so much. Everybody does. Everyone does. That's why I don't do the social media thing, because I would do the same thing. And I just can't do it to myself. Because you don't know why people, everybody's got such an ulterior motive and nobody is acting from, like, if you're acting from, like, I was thinking about this before, right? Because I get so many questions about like physical, right? Well, well, how did he think I looked? And what did he think of my picture? That's an ego thing, right? So people here that are doing things that are acting from an ego place, like you don't have to, be a supermodel to be vibrating at a high frequency. It doesn't matter what you look like, right? So it's like if you're constantly acting from an ego place and that's where you're living from, your vibration is going to be lower because you're all in your ego, which is very dense and it's very like, it's like this shitty world. That's what it is. Like, that's the ego. When you're operating from a place of love, like he would have added you and left you there. But no, his ego does now, he added you, so you saw that he added you, and now he deleted you. And now what? He's going to add you again at another point. I guarantee he adds you again at some other point. And we go through this game again. Why can't we just leave things alone? He wants to see what's going on in your shit, but he wants it when it's good for him. You know what I mean? Like I just, oh, it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. Social media is, I'm telling you, it's run by Satan and all of his minions. And it makes people sick. It does. It makes people sick. And it's making people really narcissistic because it's all coming back to me. Did he look at me? What does he think of me? Did he see me? You know, and it's like ego, 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 you know? Meanwhile, it's like I work at a yoga studio and like there's a huge sign that says, please leave your ego at the door. Meanwhile, everyone in the fucking room is all in their ego. Who's got to do a handstand at, 60 years old? Really? Like, can you just stand on your feet? Like, do you really need to be doing that? I don't teach that shit because it's unnecessary in a hot room, but we won't get into that. Anyway, my point is that once we start to shift from the ego into more of a love place, this kind of ego shit is not gonna, either it isn't gonna bother us or it won't bother. I mean, look, it would bother me too. I'm not gonna lie to you, but that's why I don't go on it. That's why I don't do it, because it would bother me. So I just detach from it, because I'm human too. But like this whole world has turned into, like, there was a time where like you had to call somebody, and if they weren't home, they didn't know that you didn't know they called. There was no caller ID to go back and look through. There was a time when not everybody had an answering machine. You would have to hope that they called when you were home. Otherwise, you wouldn't know if they called, and so on and so forth. But now it's like everyone's like, why didn't he answer? And what was he doing? And how come he didn't reply? And me, which is all ego stuff. And that's where he's operating from. That's why he did this. And he's going to add you again. I guarantee it. And oh, these people. Tiffany General. You got feeling prepared for your life to change for the better quickly as you go through a personal transformation that brings in a lot of personal strength, celebration, and leads you to greener pastures. You got some nice stuff happening. Three of Pentacles too. A business relationship with grounded deep roots that's long lasting and long term. Sue. Will I receive interview offer from Mayo in November? Okay, let's see. Yes, I think you will. I do think you will. Princess Tiana, how does Jay feel after our conversation tonight? A little bit stuck and a little bit argumentative. So I don't know what you guys spoke about, but the Hangman is like feeling stuck in the mud, and the Five of Wands is argumentative, but it's not that bad. Five of Swords is more of an argument. This is like a little bit more of like feeling a little annoyed. I don't know what you guys spoke about, but he does feel like he's going to take time to figure out what it is that he wants and what he needs. Hermit, he's turning in, but he doesn't feel like he's growing and changing just yet. So if you're expecting him, if the conversation was about growth or change, I wouldn't expect it just yet. He's not ready for that. Kira, Leroy and I from Friday until his birthday on Tuesday. Okay. All right, you got a couple of things. So there looks like minor disappointment. This is a minor disappointment or something is a little bit of a letdown. The Five of Swords is in reverse, which would be either ending an argument or being mildly annoyed about something. But Seven of Wands is perseverance, so you should be able to straighten out the situation if you don't give up. If you talk it out or whatever it is that's disappointing or annoying or irritating, if you talk it out, you should be able to get past it. The Ace of Wands, passion comes in between now and his birthday. Listen to your intuition with the High Priestess. You guys could be reconnecting. And you both maybe putting in a lot of thought and contemplation into this relationship. You're thinking about what it is that you want moving forward over the next few days. Both of you may be feeling like that, like thinking about it. Kira, general for October. Got nice stuff happening. So the Two of Cups is entering a new relationship, rekindling a current relationship, or very positive around your love life with whoever it is that you're with in October. Things change for the better for you in your life in general in the month of October. Eight of Pentacles, you could be thinking about, or you could be starting school of some type, learning a new skill, no longer holding yourself back. Page of Pentacles, you know I like him. He's a practical business that could make extra money on the side that you may be focused on. Feeling like finally you can exhale and you got success coming in around you. It could be around this new business endeavor. Four of Cups, you may be spending time in October thinking about what it is that you want and where you want your life to go and what's important to you. That's okay. It's not a bad thing. Leslie, what should I know about Tony and I's relationship? Okay, I don't know where you are in this relationship, but they're like if you guys are like a committed couple, you could have trouble on the horizon. Somebody's holding themselves back. Things are not changing and growing fast enough, and there's a possibility of a breakup with the Lover's card in reverse. Now, if you guys are not a couple, I would say listen to your intuition. I don't think that things are changing for the better just yet. I think you might have to give it a little bit more time. There is, whether you're together or not, whether you experience a breakup or not of a committed relationship, there's going to be another chance for the two of you to reconnect with the Two of Cups. So I wouldn't worry too much. You just may be either going through growing pains if you're in a relationship. If you're not, if you're just like hanging out, or you want to, you're hoping that that's what it turns into, you just might have to kind of go with it. It just may have to iron itself out. It's like feeling like you have a long road ahead of you, feeling like sometimes you're not getting enough out of the situation. Four of Wands is in reverse, which is not great. It's good when it's upright, but in reverse, it's not so hot. Eight of Wands is in reverse. You might feel like you're doing a lot of like one step forward, two steps back kind of a thing with this guy. But, I mean, it could change. You got the Two of Cups coming in. It's just you may have to kind of go through it a little bit before you get there. Mustafa. I don't see it yet, so let me see. Priscilla. Love general for the next 2 weeks. Okay. Balance comes into your love life. Success comes in and a little bit of adventure. If you're not with anyone right now, you got a Cancer coming in and you're feeling well prepared. You're moving on to greener pastures. No longer feeling like you're waiting for your ship to come in. Your intuition is, listen to your intuition. You also have an earth sign coming in. A Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Fresh energy comes in. I think these people are new. You're moving on to greener pastures. I think you're moving forward and not backwards. Maria, what does the Dominican think of me? Okay. Ten of Cups, Three of Cups, excellent. Cause for celebration around happiness. He's got a lot of respect for you. Thinks that you're happy. Judgment card is feeling like there's more to come. Divine timing, the Magician. This guy thinks very highly of you. There's no other way to say it. A love interest. Has a lot of respect for you. Thinks that you're grounded, stable, down to earth, attractive. I think this guy likes you. Mustafa, how did my dad feel when I told him I suspected my aunt Razia did black magic on me and our family? Did he believe me? Okay, let's see. Did he believe me? You know, I got a 70% chance he believed you. Chariot is in reverse, which would be maybe he didn't believe you at first, or maybe it could be, it could go either way. It could be the Chariot in reverse is a slowdown. So at first he may have believed you and then thought, nah, that's crazy, or vice versa. He could have thought, oh, he's just being crazy. There's no way that she does black magic. But then he may have thought about it and felt like, I wouldn't put it past her. So I that's the way that I feel. Like he may have thought, no, there's no way. And then all of a sudden he was like, yeah, you know what? I wouldn't put it past her. Maybe she could do something like that. So I think overall, the final answer would be he is entertaining it, or he could believe that it could be true. Well, then you know how they got him. um, my other nephew was home. Now, they don't live that far apart, the grandparents, you know. So my other nephew stopped the bus driver that would have brought him home to his house and said, you know, Nikki didn't come home. So he called in to headquarters or whoever, and they found him. So then the bus brought him back to his grandparents' house. uh, but you know what? I'm so happy that he loves school. He loves it. He says that he goes, I wish I could go every day. I mean, right now they don't go on Wednesdays. They use Wednesday as a day to clean. So they do virtual on Wednesdays. Nina, watch your video about the Uranus retrograde. My sun is in Taurus, Aquarius moon. Anything I should be prepared for? Yeah, well, the sun, okay, so Uranus is going to hit your sun. So it depends, like, what degree you were born at. Now, I don't know. It varies from day to year to year. And you could do your chart and find out. But if you were born like April 22nd or 23rd, you'd probably be like 1 degree of Aries, Taurus. And then it's basically every day it changes a degree because we got 30 days in the 30 days and then the sun changes signs. So let's just say, for example, you were born at 6 degrees of Taurus, which is where it's going to retrograde to, right? What can happen is it's already hit it, right? So it's hit it the first time it passed through, and it's going to retrograde. It's going to hit it again. And then if you've never done anything out of the ordinary, out of character, out of the blue, when it backs up and hits it, like around like the beginning of January, you may do something totally out of character. Now, it really depends what house you have it in. So let's just say, for example, you had it in the second house, which is your house of career and earned money. You could quit your job. Like that kind of a thing. Like it would be something explosive. Like, fuck this, I'm out of here. Let's say you had it in your first house. You could do something like, let's say you have waist length dark black hair. You may shave your head and, you know, get a pixie cut and bleach blonde. You know, like something just totally out of character that you would never dream of doing. Depends what house it's in. Now, the Aquarius moon, your natal moon is in Aquarius. Uranus isn't going to affect that so much. The Aquarian moon would make friends very important to you, or your friends are really, they're like your family, they're your tribe. It's like a soul tribe. Like that's how your friends are. I don't think it's going to have much to do with that. I think it's more going to be like a personal thing for you when it hits. Now, depending on like if then it's going to turn around again. So like say for example, if you're like 12 degrees of Taurus, it could have hit it retrograde and then it's going to come back and it's going to hit it again. So you have never acted out of character, but you've had those moments where you thought you were going to lose your shit, and you were able to keep it together. This time, you might lose it, and it doesn't have to be a negative thing. It doesn't have to be like I quit my job, but it could be like, you know what, I'm not going back to school, but I'm going to go backpack through Europe. Like it could make you do something out of character, out of the blue, and not care what other people think. Too bad if you don't like it. It's going to be something uncomfortable, but it's going to be something good for you. That's what I believe is going to happen. Very interesting too, because Taurus is so stable, and they're so like they're ruled by Venus, and they love beautiful things, and they're easygoing and grounded and down to earth, and like Uranus comes blowing through, and it's going to be like, okay, yeah, I know I've lived here for like my whole life, but fuck it, I don't want to live here anymore. I'm going to go move to Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm going to go get a job at the Grand Ole Opry, and like people are going to be like, what? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. But as crazy as these things sound, it would be something that would be great for you. Um, if you can find out where your natal sun, which house it's in, and in your solar return, what house it's in, it can tell you a little bit more about where it's going to be. See, for me, I have Uranus in my natal house in the 5th house in Libra. So crazy shit happens in the 5th house for me. Um, and but I'd like to know where it is for you natally, where you have Uranus and where the sun is, because that's where it's gonna transit it. But whatever happens, it's going to be for the greater good. It's like breaking away from chains that bind you. Like I worked for like 137 years in a grocery store. Was that good? Okay, yeah, I had stability, right? That's a Taurian thing. Stability, a long-term job with a pension. But there's a lot of experiences I didn't have because I worked there. From other job opportunities to holidays with my family and friends to, you know what I mean? Like it held me back in a lot of ways. So breaking free from things that hold you back is the theme when Uranus is blowing through your sign. And it looks like for you too, you may be hearing from somebody out of the blue you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. Now, it could be a friend because you've got an Aquarius moon. Your friends are very important to you. And you're going to be prepared. Listen to your intuition. You also are moving on to greener pastures. It's this year is going to continue to get more interesting, I think. And then even heading into the beginning of 2021, once it turns direct. I would I mean, if you know what house your sun is in, if not, you can do a free chart online, and you'll be able to figure it out. You can do it on, just Google it, free chart, and you'll see what house your sun is. And then that's going to tell you a little bit more. And then do your solar return so we can find out where the sun is in the solar chart. And then we can figure out exactly, well, and we won't know exactly because it's unpredictable, but we'll have an idea of where the area will be affected. It's going to be interesting. Especially because Taurus don't usually act like that. Kira, general love. Got a new love interest coming in. Knight of Cups. You got happiness coming in around love. You've got a Libra. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is good luck, starting a new beginning, finally feeling like the fruits of your labor are paying off and your love life moves forward quickly. You also have a Capricorn here, feeling much more respected, not feeling so stuck in the mud. Somebody from your past is returning as well. 6 of Cups. Could have a lot of choices. Got a Virgo here now. But I don't think that your love life is going to be boring. I can tell you that. There could be a lot of interests going on, even if you're not interested in them. But they just maybe, somebody may be asking you out, or they want to spend time with you, or they're reaching out to you, or whatever it is. There's several people coming in, and the Knight of Cups is, I think it's going to be a new interest. So maybe somebody that you've never met before. Francesca, what good things are coming my way towards me in October? You got success coming in around business. You have a lot of success coming in around business, career, whatever it is that you do to earn money, and it moves forward quickly. And you may be making the right decisions business-wise. You got a whole lot of money coming in. You also have a nice thing happening in your love life. If you're not with anyone right now, you're going to have choices. You got a Gemini coming in. You have a Capricorn. You have happiness coming in around your love life as well. So money and love look pretty good for you in October. Taylor, what's going on with my friend Xavier? Xavier feels like he's stuck. The Death card in reverse is like refusing to grow, change, and evolve. It's like somebody who's got stuck at a certain like age or period in their life, and they haven't grown past it yet. If you haven't seen or spoken to him, you should be hearing from him soon, and he may be prepared to discuss what's going on in his life. He may actually be reaching out to you for that reason. Ace of Swords. He's got some sharp energy around him. He may be aggravated at himself because he can't get out of his own way. He feels disappointed, undecided. He doesn't know. You know, it's like he feels stuck. Like he's having a hard time getting past himself. You know, like he's having a hard time evolving. Like he's kind of just stuck in this one period, and I think he's going to turn to you and explain it to you, or tell you about it, or it's going to come up somehow. Tiffany, what is James planning for October? I don't know if he's got anything planned for October. I mean, what is he planning for October? I don't know if he has anything planned. He's got Six of Pentacles in reverse. Feels like he's not getting either enough respect at work, or he's feeling disrespected or not well compensated, and that's thrown him off balance. He's also showing that he's feeling argumentative. He feels like he's put a lot of hard work into his job and he's not seeing the fruits of his labor. The only thing here that's showing that's positive that he could be planning in the month of October is reconnecting to a spiritual practice of some type, and he's got happiness around that. He also could be spending time with a Virgo. But it looks like he's got a lot of regret and anxiety. October doesn't look like a great month for him. I got to tell you that. It looks like he's dealing with a lot of crap. Crystal Princess. Is the guy that I'm with the right one? We don't have just one person that we're supposed to be with. There is no right one. So I can't answer that as a yes and no question. I can just look and see whether or not you guys are compatible. Let's see. How's the connection? I mean, this guy looks like there's a lot of potential. I mean, there's good karma around the situation. There's divine timing. The only thing here is like the Knight of Cups is in reverse, which would indicate that at some point you might feel like he loses interest or he doesn't put enough effort in. and you might feel like it's a little bit disappointing, and you might walk away for that reason. But there is no, like, I can't tell you that one person is the right one. There isn't just one right person. Like, we're here to experience different things, and that's for us to decide. It's not for the cards to decide whether or not he's right or wrong for you. If you're happy with him right now and the relationship is good and he treats you right, then this is what it is for right now, and that's what you should enjoy, because who knows what's going to happen tomorrow. Everybody gets too caught up in like what's going to happen, you know, where is it going, where is it going, where is it going, and then, you know, it falls apart before they could ever enjoy it, because everyone's looking to tomorrow. And I wouldn't tell, I don't tell any, I don't, it's not for me to decide if he's the right person for you. You have to decide that. The relationship looks like at some point you may get bored with it and feel like he doesn't pay enough attention to you, and you may walk away. But right now, if you're happy, then yes, for right now, it is the right one. Krista, we haven't spoken in 2 weeks. His birthday is in a week. Is he expecting me to contact him? Okay. He thinks that you are going to contact him, yeah. I don't know, though, that he's really thinking about his birthday. You know, it's like, men don't usually think in terms like that. Like, that's like how women think. Like, tomorrow's my birthday, is he going to remember? Guys don't usually think like that. So I can't tell you that he's wondering whether or not you're going to reach out to him on his birthday, because I don't think he's there yet. Like, men are very right in the moment. Like, like they're not, I don't know, like, they're just not all about birthdays and holidays. And if they are, it's because somebody's reminding them of it. You know, like, like, like I've had to like remind him, like, you know, it's your kid's birthday. Or I've, you know, like I've heard guys ask their children, like, hey, you were born on the 10th, right? It's like, yeah, I was born on the 10th. Thanks for being there. You know, thanks for remembering. It's just their minds don't work like that. So I don't think he's consciously thinking, I wonder if she's going to call me on my birthday. I think that when his birthday comes, he's going to expect to hear from you, but I don't think he's thinking along those lines right now. Or if you don't reach out to him, he's going to notice. Yeah, definitely. But I can't say he's thinking down the line right now at it. Taylor, will Jeff and I ever reconcile? You got a possibility. You got a 33% chance, yes, you could reconcile. Bree, love for October. Could be starting a new journey with the Fool. You could be leaving anxiety, negativity, pessimism in the past, and that moves in the past, and you're moving away from that. Starting a new journey where you're getting a little bit more respect. Could be with a fire sign here. Leo, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You may be undecided about them when you first meet them, but then you may decide to give them a chance and things move forward. You also have here an Aquarius that's coming in with the love cup being full. So you may have a couple of different options in the month of October. Allison, how's my friend Joy currently feeling towards me? Disappointed. I don't know what happened, but disappointment comes up. And Seven of Wands in reverse, like she's not putting in a lot of effort right now, or she's not being persistent. She may be a little angry at something. I mean, you guys will get through it. There's success here. It looks like your relationship is long-term stable, spiritually connected. But right now, she may be a little bit angry or upset about something. It's like it comes up as disappointment. Like she just feels disappointed in something. Alyssa, I just want to ask the current feelings of Martin towards me. I feel like I should shut that TV off before I get in trouble for this stupid ass music. He comes up as feeling a little bit undecided, a little bit unsuccessful. And he thinks that you're well balanced. He thinks you're attractive, intelligent, passionate, loyal, stable, and down to earth. Allison, general, 2 weeks, general. You've got, over the next couple of weeks, you have the Eight of Pentacles. You could be going back to school or on the job training or learning some kind of a new skill of some type. Whatever it is, it's always, Eight of Pentacles I always feel is good. It does look like your intuition is heightened over the next couple of weeks. You have the Ace of Swords. You may be laying down the law, setting up boundaries with someone, and you're prepared to do so. You might be feeling a little bit betrayed by somebody close to you. That person might be a Capricorn, or you could have a betrayal by somebody and a Capricorn enters and the one thing has nothing to do with the other. Feeling burdened by something or someone, feeling like things are not moving forward or transforming the way that you want them to. But that's temporary, because you're going to get to a point where all of a sudden the energy is going to shift and things are going to start to move forward. Kira, Leroy and I this weekend. This weekend, you know, it's like it has its ups and downs. It's like feeling very stuck, like things are going nowhere, but then things all of a sudden move forward. Listen to your intuition. You may get pissed off or feel negative about something, spend a lot of time thinking about whatever is going on, and you may back away from things slowly, but then you got the love cup full. So it's like, it's up and down all weekend. You do have a wish around the situation, so put that out into the universe. And you do have room for growth and transformation. So I just think it's going to be an up and down kind of weekend. I don't think it's going to be that great. There's going to be a lot of options, but I don't know that it's going to be that great. Crystal, is my twin flame coming or am I with him? The twin flame thing, I got to tell you, I don't believe in it. I don't believe that there is somebody else. I just don't believe in the whole thing. And I feel like it keeps people... I just think it's very unrealistic. I think it's unrealistic to think that we're going to comb the whole world looking for somebody who is our exact twin. And then what exactly is this twin? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I think that you should enjoy the relationship that you're in now if you're happy. If you're not happy, then you can end it and find someone else. But this twin flame thing, people get so caught up in it. And it keeps them hanging on to things that they shouldn't be hanging on to, because they've been told by someone that this is their twin flame and that this is how it's supposed to be. I can't get into the twin flame thing because to me it sounds utterly ridiculous. I mean, when I was younger, I would have believed it, but I also would have bought a bridge if you tried to sell it to me. So, but for me now, with all the reading and education and research that I've done, I just feel like the twin flame thing, it's like, live your life now. Like, what's going on now? This is what's important now. This is all we have, is right now. Not what happened yesterday, not what's going to happen tomorrow. If you're happy with the person that you're with, enjoy it, because not everybody gets that. And if you're not happy with the person that you're with, then you can end it and you can move forward. But if you're on this hunt looking for some mystical twin flame that it just I don't believe it exists. I don't know anyone, that I could say they're twin flames. You know, relationships have ups and downs, and this whole twin flame thing really throws me for a loop, because it sets unrealistic expectations that, like, a guy on a white horse in a suit of armor is going to show up and ride me off into the sunset, and that doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. I can promise you that. What I can see here is that the situation that you're in right now, I mean, if like to me, if you, this is what I've been taught. If you meet your twin flame, you're never going to have to question it. You're just going to know. You're not going to wonder if he likes Susie Q more than you. You're not going to want to know if he thinks that this one's got a better ass than you. You're just going to know that he's your other half. I don't know any other human that has ever felt that way. We're human. Like, we're just don't, that just doesn't. Or if you feel that way, it feels like that for 2 seconds, and then all of a sudden reality shows up the first time that he doesn't fucking call you back. You know what I mean? So, or just, I don't know. I don't buy it. Anyway, this is what's coming in here. It shows here that you may hold yourself back sometimes, so be careful that you don't hold yourself back. This relationship right now looks like it's okay. I'm not going to say it looks perfect. It looks like you do question it. I'm not 100% sure that he puts in enough effort at times. He looks like he may be unprepared. He also may look a little slow. Like this is like a slow mover. You might decide to move on for greener pastures at some point. If you're enjoying it right now, then just enjoy it. Then that's what it is. You know? Um, Kaylani, current feelings of V towards me. Thinks that you're smart, intelligent, spontaneous, grounded, down to earth. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, it doesn't matter. Thinks that you're attractive, happy, kind, hardworking. You have a lot of potential and you're very intelligent. You're very intelligent. All about my eyes. What's me and B's love? Passion should come in and things should change for the better quickly. With somebody from your past, the relationship moves forward. You guys may be working on a creative project or something together that you enjoy. You have a wish around the situation, and a new beginning is on the horizon. Not bad. Anthony, what's going on in the Cancer girl's life now, and what's next between us when I were in my own town? Okay, let's see. What's going on in the Cancer girl's life? She may be suffering from anxiety over something. She's got regret and anxiety around her right now, and she feels a little bit stuck in the mud. Now, when you get home, there may be opportunity for you to see some nice karma come back to you, and you may hear from her. She could be showing you a little bit more respect when you get home. Um, she may be having some trouble. I don't know. I mean, she's got disappointment here. She's got heartbreak around her. She's got a tower moment. Things may not be going so hot with that guy she's been seeing. I wouldn't be surprised if that shit, for that house of cards crumbles. Sinead, will he try to reach out again? Yes, this is the guy that adds and deletes. Yeah, he's, of course he is. Yeah, it's this guy. Yeah, he will. Yeah. Um, Mustafa. How does my aunt currently think and feel about me? Okay, how does my aunt currently think and feel about me? How does my aunt currently think and feel about me? Okay, you got arguments around, so she may be feeling very argumentative or very annoyed with you about something. I mean, I don't. What could have happened between the two of you that you think she's going to do black magic on you, or she just maybe not wrapped too tight? Um, she also feels like things are not growing and transforming quick enough. She thinks that you're spontaneous. She thinks that you're grounded, down to earth, stable, smart, intelligent, um, hardworking. But there is a little bit of sharp energy here with the King of Swords. She thinks you're very well prepared. She may be a little bit jealous of you. I don't know. You know, sometimes people are jealous because she feels like maybe you can make something of yourself that she couldn't. That could be why you have trouble with her. I mean, that's kind of sick. Like, I would never be jealous of my nephew. But people are fucked up. Can I tell you? Phantom. What do people in my area think of me? Okay. Okay, well, once again, this is going to be very general because, not everyone's going to feel the exact same way, but this would be like overall. I think that you're very, well, overall, people probably see you as somebody who's very successful, very attractive, and has it all together. It shows that you're very intuitive. So you kind of come off like, I have it together. I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm going. I'm good looking, like that kind of thing. Like that's kind of how you come off. Now, could somebody disagree with that? Yes, somebody in a group. There's always got to be someone who's difficult. But overall, the overall feeling is like people. You would come off to people like you have it all together. Like you have it. You know what you're doing. Not like the kind of person that's like frantic and that is scattered. You seem to, have everything all together and know what you're doing. People find you attractive. They think that you're successful. You come off successful. April, what's coming in for me feeling so tired and drained? I've been feeling like that too. Well, you've got feeling prepared, cause for celebration around good luck that comes in, leads to the 10 cups being full. So you got good stuff happening. Love cup here is full. Spiritual connection here. You may be connected to some kind of a spiritual practice of some type that you get a lot out of. Somebody recently told me to connect to my spirituality, and I wanted to punch her in the throat. I did. I really did. I wanted to punch her in the throat. So, I hope you don't want to punch me in the throat. But sometimes that's how you feel, right? It's like, I've done enough of this fucking work. Like... but you do have happiness coming in. So the energy should be shifting around you soon. And you should feel a little bit of relief. And like things are starting to fall into place a little bit. Anna, what's going on with Christopher today and why hasn't he called me? Okay, what's going on with Christopher today? He's got anxiety, regret, and hurt. Holy shit. I don't know what the hell has happened to him, but he's got anxiety around something, feeling regretful, feeling negative, feeling like somebody has recently stabbed him in the back and he was not prepared for it. That's what's going on. Could be a third party here that's done this. Love cup is upside down and the Lover's card is in reverse. Somebody, he's going through it with something. So it could be somebody from his past has shown up and done something. He feels stabbed in the back. He feels upside down over this. Phantom, what do people think of the third party between Rel and A? She's a Capricorn. I'm not sure his sign. Wait a minute. What do people think of the third party between Rel and A? Undecided. There's indecision there. Here's the third party. Right there, third party shows up. Hermit is in reverse. So the Hermit is in reverse. So how people think of the third party is they're undecided and they don't say anything, right? Because they don't want to be told anything different. Like, okay, it would be like, I'm not going to tell my best friend that her new boyfriend's an asshole because she doesn't want to hear that, and we're going to have an argument. So I'm just going to keep my mouth shut and let her figure it out herself. That's the energy that's around this situation. Like, people think, what the hell is going on here? But I'm not going to be the one to say anything because then I'm going to be the bad guy. And I'm not going to, I'm not going to win here. So I'm not going to say anything. Like that, the energy is like, let me just mind my business here and stay out of this disaster. I don't think that people think highly of that person. Or it may not even be about that person specifically, but it could be about the situation. It's all about my eyes. Interview tomorrow. Can they afford the salary? Okay. Yes, they can. 3 aces, 99% chance yes. Phantom. Oh, I did that one. It's all about my eyes. Weekend general. The weekend is okay. I mean, there may be something that's a little bit disappointing that happens, or things may not work out the way you want them to, and it could be like a minor disappointment. But for the most part, you have the sun coming out this weekend, which is happiness. You have passion and things changing for the better quickly this weekend, and the Wheel of Fortune. You have some good luck. It also looks like you may see or speak to somebody who you haven't heard from in a while. And the Fool is here, which is either a new journey begins, or it also could be something spontaneous happens that's a whole lot of fun. So I think the weekend's okay. Anna, what's coming in for Christopher and I this week? How is he feeling towards me? I would watch out that you guys don't have an argument. That's the first thing that shows up around the two of you. And you may be feeling like you put in a whole lot of hard work and you're not seeing much payoff here. Death card is in reverse. So it's like the relationship is either stuck or it's not growing and transforming the way you want it to. And the Nine of Cups is in reverse, which is like feeling like you're not getting a wish. There's disappointment and heartbreak coming in around this situation. I don't know what's going on, but it doesn't look like this week doesn't look like it's a great week for your relationship with him. He cares for you. It shows that he's got, he cares for you. He thinks that you're stable, grounded, sincere, loyal, courageous, but there's a lot of shit here, like disappointment, heartbreak, arguments, not growing and transforming, feeling stuck, feeling like things are not moving forward. And I think he's going through something himself that has nothing to do with this relationship. That might have something to do with something else that could be affecting this. But there's stuff going on here. Kira, when will my painting arrive? Could be within the next 2 days. I'm going to say 2 days to 2 weeks you should have it. Kira, how will my mom feel when I give her the painting? She should freaking love it. I don't, she's got no idea, right? It's going to take her by surprise. She should absolutely love it. Knight of Cups. She should really love it. Kira did one for Mel. Julie, how would the first month go for me at the new job? It should go pretty well. Look, it's a new job. You got to get used to it. You got to learn, get into the routine. But for the most part, your intuition is on. You made a decision. You know what you're doing. Knight of Cups. You could really love it. I think that, the first month, it's always going to be like learning the procedures, learning the rules, or learning how to get into the routine and the regimen. But overall, I think it goes really well and you really enjoy it. April 30th, that's a friend of mine, that's his birthday. Okay, so April 30th, let me think. It's probably about 9 degrees of Taurus. It depends on the year. So your birthday, right, is really the degree that the planet comes back to, not the date, right? So like my birthday is March 6th. Sometimes the sun hits 15 degrees of Pisces on March 5th. That's really my birthday. And then sometimes it's not until March 7th, and then that's really my birthday because it's the degree. I was born at 15 degrees of Pisces. So give or take, you should be at around 9 degrees of Taurus, which means when Uranus hits, and it just hit because no, it didn't hit yet because I think we're around 10 degrees right now. Wait a second, I have it written down here. When I did this the other day, I wrote down where the planets were. Uranus right now is at 10 degrees of Taurus, which means it's retrograde, so it's going to hit 9 degrees soon. Hey. What's going on over there, lady? Hey. Well, look at where your bottle is. How about if we finish that bottle? Watch Pink Delicious. Oh, you don't want the bottle? All right, you can watch me. Want that? No, you don't want it? Ooh, what a pill. She didn't really take a nap today, so I thought she would sleep really well. You're a little tired? You just want to sit near me? You can sit near me. Tiffany, what are Jeff's feelings about me not being around? Doesn't love it. Feels regretful. Feels negative. Feels sad. Feels like things are stuck and slow. Not happy. Got a little sharp energy that you're not around. Not loving you not being around. Jay, how's Amy feeling towards me tonight? Uranus is in your 8th house natally, right? But what house is in Sagittarius? So I can't off the top of my head. What house is the sun in? Eighth house would be birth, death, rebirth. That's the 8th house is other people's money, loans. You can go take out a loan. Take out a mortgage, refinance, that kind of stuff. How's Amy feeling about me tonight? Thinks that you're very intelligent, very unique, intuitive. Knight of Cups is interesting, romantically interesting, attractive, happy, kind, grounded, stable, down to earth. Sometimes she feels like you hold yourself back. She thinks you have a lot of potential. And she thinks that you're very attractive. Mustafa. Love reading for the next 4 weeks. What's the matter? You could have choices. How do you like that? You have success, feeling well balanced. Got an earth sign coming in, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You have a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Oh man, you also may have a new love interest that comes in that's a Virgo that you meet at being at the right place at the right time. Listen to your intuition. Leslie, anything that I should know? You're going to have choices that lead to success. You also have somebody from your past returning. You could have a new business opportunity, feeling like you're being a little bit better compensated, and you may enter a relationship if you're not already in one, or even if you are, it doesn't make a difference, that has long-term potential. It's all about my eyes. Should I pay attention to Sagittarius? Should I pay attention to Sagittarius? I get a 70% chance, yes, you should. The Two of Swords is in reverse. That may be feeling undecided, but I think that you should pay attention to them. I don't know what they want, but I would pay attention to them. Adriana, how's it going to be tomorrow, my interview? Okay, how's it going to be tomorrow, my interview? Are you done with the TV? Because I'm afraid that I'm going to get in trouble. Where did the clicker go? Oh, here it is. All right, you don't need that on. Pinkalicious. I think that you're very impressive tomorrow. You're well prepared. You got the Four of Wands and you've got the Wish card. You should do really well tomorrow. Allison, what's going to happen between me and Gio when he gets back to our state? He'll be here in October from the Marines, okay? Could spend a lot of time together. You have a wish around the situation. Things grow and transform. You might need to have patience. That also could be, he's not here yet, so that could be why. You could have cause for celebration around this relationship. The Fool. You could start a new journey. Not bad. It's got some nice potential there. Sango. Why didn't Azem ever ask for my social media? Wasn't prepared. Well, the feeling unprepared. Maybe you didn't have the nerve. That could be. Eight of Cups in reverse is like backing away slowly. Not, it's like he wasn't prepared. So, I don't know, maybe he was afraid you were going to tell him no. Alina, general love. No longer holding yourself back brings the love cup in here full. If you're not with anyone right now, life starts to move forward, not feeling stuck anymore. Out of the blue, when you least expect it, shows up a Taurus. The Fool, starting a new journey. Setting up boundaries, laying down the law, cutting through bullshit. Listen to your intuition. You have a wish around love, put it out into the universe. I think you got a Taurus coming in if you're not with anyone right now. Jay, what's Amy think when I whistled at her? She was impressed. So, love interest, being at the right place at the right time, push the relationship forward, and she can't stop thinking about it. Sango, is Azem regretting not asking for my social media? I only get a 33% chance right now he feels regret. Coco. Coco, Kay's intentions towards me. Kay's intentions towards me. Love cup here is full. Maybe looking to start a new journey. She may be feeling a little stuck in the mud, though. She may feel like she doesn't know what to do. but she will be prepared in the near future for this relationship to move forward. That's what she wants. She's got a wish around the situation too. Julie, how does Latan person feel about her friendship and connection with Rich? Okay, so there's no growth or transformation. It is what it is, and she's okay with that. Like she might know about you, third party. She know, you know what I'm saying? There's not success around the two of them. Like it might not be something she really thinks too much about because it is what it is. You know, it's like how do I feel about my friend Mark? I don't really think about it much. Like he's just my friend. Um, and I've been friends with him forever. I mean, we've been friends since I was 16. It was before I could learn, before I got my driver's license because I failed. And the day I failed was the day that I met him. And you know what he said to me? That I don't know what happened, but we were on we were in high school. There was like a little kind of like a ramp, and I was talking to him, and I just failed. And to be honest, I was glad I failed because I didn't want to drive because I was scared. I was afraid. I had no confidence. So it was relief that I failed. And I said something to him, and I kind of like fell over, and he was like, maybe you shouldn't be walking either. I don't know if he remembers that, but that's what he said to me, and we've been friends ever since. But it's not something that I really ever think about. You know, he's just my friend. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really, like, if somebody were to ask, right, like, let's just say that somebody were to ask a reader, you know, how does Danny feel about Mark? It would probably come up like, well, she doesn't really feel anything. Like, that's just her friend, you know, like, she doesn't really think about it. Like, that's just, you know, we don't stress over relationships that are just regular relationships. We only stress over things that are a matter of the heart. So she's not, I don't think that for her, she's all into him. And so I don't think it's something she thinks about. Most of my friends are guys. And I don't, you know, it's like if they don't answer me back when I text them, I don't think anything of it. I texted my friend, wait a second, I'm going to tell you. I texted my friend Joe the other day at what time? 11:59, and you know when he answered me? At 3:12. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think, why didn't he answer me? Why hasn't he answered me? And then, you know, when I answered him at 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, and then he answered me back at 8:54. You know, but he's just my friend, you know, so nobody, you know what I mean? If he didn't answer me at all, I wouldn't have thought twice about it. I don't really think that she thinks much about him. You know, like she just, like he is what he is. Um, like when you put things in different perspectives, it tends to make more sense. You know, like, okay, it was 3 hours before he answered me, and I didn't think about it once. Like I didn't think about it once. Like, why hasn't he answered me? You know, just like I wouldn't wonder, you know, how does Joe feel about me being his friend? You know, it's just not something that, because it's just, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Mustafa, does my aunt currently know that I think she did black magic on me? I don't think so. No. Mustafa, what is my aunt currently planning or intending to do to me? I don't know why you think she wants to hurt you. I don't think she wants to hurt you. Let's see. What's my aunt planning on doing? May speak to her out of the blue. She may reach out to you. It does look like you may suffer from some sort of a betrayal. She may betray your trust somehow. But I don't think that she plans on doing anything to hurt you. She just might do something that you feel is betraying. Not that that's not hurtful, but I don't think that she's trying to inflict physical pain on you in any way. April. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. You like to listen to my mouth? I don't think that many people want to listen to me. Like, it's so funny. One of the teachers that I actually went through teacher training with, like, I went through 2 teacher trainings with her, so I know her a long time. And she would always, like, tease me, like, she would imitate me, like, the way I would walk in for class. Like, I open the door and I'm like, welcome, this is the flow class. You know, where I walk in and I'm like, okay, my name is Danny, let's start. Because I'm like, let's just get to it. I'm like, no one wants to hear my mouth. Like, anyhow, but thank you. Thank you very much. Daniela, will the hiring manager I spoke to decide to hire? Okay, let's see. Got 70% chance plus the sun. You got a good shot at getting that job, yeah. Daniela, what does Alejandro think of me? He holds himself back. He may be a little intimidated by you. He could be a little bit undecided. He thinks that you're very deep and mysterious. He thinks that you're attractive, spontaneous, kind, grounded, down to earth. Attractive comes up again, and intelligent. April. I kind of feel good about the Leo. The first time dealing with Leo does look positive and stable. Okay. Could be. Yeah. You got 70% chance with 2 aces, but you have the death card, which is growth and transformation is possible around this relationship. Good. I would give it a shot. Goddess, outcome of me transitioning into a new place. You have a wish around the situation. Things could move forward quickly. Laying down the law, cutting through bullshit. You got good karma around it. You have balance coming in too. Might not be a bad thing. It's all about my eyes. Is B okay? He left after 10 minutes. Okay, let's see. Is B okay? He is. He's got the sun card, which is a yes. Yeah. He's okay. Julie, will the Highland Place call me for the job? I would like to work there part-time as well. Okay, that would be great. Let's see. I think so, because you're going to have some choices. You could get that one too. That would be great if you could get 2. Daniela, what was the horrible dream about I had about my son? Okay. So, I've been having a lot of really terrible dreams lately. Like, it's a reoccurring dream. The theme is the same, but the dream isn't always the same. So a couple of weeks ago, I went to my, the woman that reads my cards, and I brought it up. I was like, I keep having these dreams. And this is what she told me. She said that it's a way of your subconscious playing out. Either, I mean, I don't know what happened in your dream, but there could be some kind of a fear, some sort of a, in my situation, she said to me, your subconscious is playing it out, and that's like your way of dealing with it. And the dreams will stop once you get past the situation and you're over it, then you won't have those dreams anymore. So the bottom line here is that it's not predicted. You know, you're not dreaming something that's going to happen in the future. Everyone always gets freaked out about dreams, but most of the time, dreams are really our subconscious way of either dealing with some kind of a fear. I think most of the time it's fear. So whatever it was, I would do my best to try to let it go and not think about it. just because the more time you spend thinking about bad things, the more times that bad, like then you're putting that out into the universe. When, as humans, right, as animals that have to survive, right, we need to be not like we have to survive. So that's why we have these fears. Like we don't play in traffic because that's dangerous. You know what I mean? So your subconscious mind just got all this shit in it. And as a parent, I think 10 times more than ever before, because now you have to worry about somebody else. So I think the bottom line here is no matter how horrible the dream was, it was just a dream, and it probably has more to do with a fear than anything else. And just try to let it go. Because I think more often than not, we get this idea in our head that, oh, I had a dream and that's what's happened. Prophetic dream. Well, in my life, I've only had one dream that was really prophetic. And that was when I got this place. So it wasn't even anything that was like, matters of the heart, or, it was like renting an apartment. I rented this place before I bought it. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's nothing that's going to ever happen. It was just a dream, and just leave it at that. Your subconscious way of expressing fears. Seven of Swords is more of like betrayal. You could be afraid of being betrayed at some point, but I wouldn't even focus on it. I would just let it go, because to me, it's a fear, and I think that that's probably what I've been dealing with too, with these dreams, or way of it. What's the word? Like processing things, and getting rid of them. Like it comes up, you have to purge it and get it out. And it's probably just a fear, and just let it go. T-Vet, is Joshua the Gemini coming in? Is Joshua the Gemini coming in? He does come in, but it may be disappointing at first. Or maybe he doesn't come in as fast as you want him to, but he is coming in. T-Vet, what's going on with the Scorpio? Okay, I don't know what your relationship is with the Scorpio, but this is what it shows. Listen to your intuition. Here's the Scorpio. Scorpio, intuition lessens the load so that you're not feeling so weighted or burdened by life in general. This person may come in, who knows, maybe they're a lot of fun to hang out with, I don't know. But you have a great connection with this Scorpio, even if you're not lovers or you've never been involved. Still could be a soulmate connection that leads to celebration. You could have a new beginning with this person. They may be a lot of fun. They got happiness around them, balance and happiness around them. You could be hearing from them or seeing them or bumping into them or spending more time with them or something in the near future. Just a peach. How does Missile, the Gemini, feel about me? Feels that you're well prepared, intelligent, happy, kind, loyal, attractive, stable, sincere, unique, successful. Nina, I'm confused on the button. It says Uranus in the 5th house actually, and you're right, 9 degrees. Oh, you have Uranus in the 5th? That's natal, right? Are you looking at your natal or your solar return? I have Uranus in my 5th house. Oh, God, excuse me. Mel, you could close them. Thank you. I'm getting tired. I'm really thirsty. Sango was a James X controlling his social media when we met. Okay, let's see. I mean, what kind of, listen, let me tell you something. Nobody's ever controlling any of my shit. What kind of crap is that? I mean, really, what kind of crap is that? Could have been, yeah, yeah, look, there's a devil here. Yeah. It's possible that the ex was controlling social media. I, I mean, how do you let somebody else be in control of your social media? I mean, really, really. Mustafa, can you tell me more about my love life in the next 4 weeks? Got a lot happening here. You got perseverance. You have a Virgo. You have a Capricorn coming in. Now, you go to school, right? So there are a lot of people around at school. So you may not be, it's not like they may not all be knocking down your door, but you could have a lot of interest around you that now your eyes may be opening up to what's around you. Sometimes that happens, all of a sudden, the doors start opening. It looks like you have some good karma, setting off to greener pastures. You may start exploring your options. Happiness comes out around your love life, and so does balance. A new love interest enters, starting a new journey through divine timing. It's very possible. Jay, what are Amy's spiritual gifts? I think Amy is very intuitive and she doesn't realize it. She doesn't always listen to her intuition. Everyone's spiritually gifted. Some people spend more time cultivating it than others. Some people feel very detached from it and they don't believe in anything. Some people feel like they might entertain things, and then other people just feel disconnected from it. I think that she's very intuitive and she just doesn't listen to herself. The more she starts to focus on her intuition and listen to it, the stronger it's going to get. She's going to start to come into a little bit more balance as her third eye opens. Mustafa, what will happen in the future between me and my aunt? You guys may have an argument. An argument that could lead to a tower moment. But then you could have growth and transformation come out of it. Kiara, can you tell me when I will get a permanent job and also if my husband would ever come back? Okay. Will I get a permanent job? You're going to get a permanent job. Could be next month, in the month of October. Let's see. Is my husband ever coming back? Got a 70% chance, yes, he is coming back. At some point, he's coming back. I don't know, at that point, you might not even want him anymore, but he comes back at some point. Thor, DNA wasn't KJ's baby. What are his current thoughts? Okay. So he's got arguments, indecision, and he's got the moon is like listening to his intuition. Are you sure that it wasn't his? Or did he want it to be his? Because he feels argumentative about it. Undecided, and he's listening to his intuition. Maybe his intuition told him it was his. There's more to this story. There's more to this story. Because it's not coming off like the baby's not mine, I'm relieved. You know what I'm saying? There's more to this story. Five of, well, no, those cards, there's more to this story than you know. Because it shows arguments around my intuition and I feel undecided. So there's something else that's going on there. Daniela, will I enjoy my next job? You will. It starts a new journey. Just a peach. Will I be in a relationship with the Gemini? I only get a 33% chance. I mean, there is a chance, it just might not happen right now. It may not happen for a while. New chapter. What was Spirit trying to tell me in my dream last night? Spirit cards. Nine of Earth. Enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. Renewal. Archangel Jeremiel. Renew and reevaluate. A favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. The King of Earth. Generous, professional, responsible, and practical. A successful time. Confidently accept new opportunities that you're offered. You've got the Midas touch. That's not bad. April, I'm a little worried about my brother. He's worried for his job and is looking for a new job somewhere else. What does it look like for him? Well, you know what? With this whole Taurus thing and with the way 2020 has been going, and look, I would say this regardless. But this year even more so. If he gets let go, it's going to be because something better is coming or because that job is no longer serving him. It could be that he's stuck and stagnant there. First card that comes up is Ten of Pentacles. He's got a large sum of money coming to him. He could get laid off, or they could give him a severance package, and he could find a new job that he's very successful at, that he absolutely loves, that brings his life forward, that could be a little bit adventurous or a new adventure that brings in balance. Nobody likes change. Nobody wants to get laid off. But, I mean, if it were to happen, and with the Ten of Pentacles, a large sum of money comes in out of the blue, he could get laid off. If that happens, it would be because some things are just not working for us anymore, and we gotta let them go. And, you know, it's like the whole spiel that I gave in the other video. And it's not easy. Like, I'm having a hard time with this yoga thing. But, you know, I think that all of us kind of get a little stuck sometimes. And I don't think that we're just not given the opportunity this year to be stuck. The good news is that he finds something that speaks to his soul that he makes a lot of money at. So if he does get laid off, he comes out above, or he could come out above. Like, You could get laid off and get a really nice severance package and get unemployment for a little while and then find a job and meanwhile never miss a beat. You know what I mean? Like you get severance, you get unemployment, you got some nice money coming in, and then you find a better job. April, could you do a reading with Jeremy and me? Well, you got happiness around the situation. You have the sun. You have room for growth and transformation. Thing is that there is distance here. So his intentions are to spend time with you. His intentions are to see you soon. But the distance may get in the way, especially if he's got a little competition here with this Leo. Um, but that's okay. I mean, you can still be talking to both of them right now and see what happens, and then see how you feel. At some point, you might have to make a decision, but you don't have to make that decision right now. Happiness comes out over this situation too. Teresa, what did A think about the songs in his folder today? Success. The Chariot. Success, forward movement, and a little bit indecision. So I don't know what these songs are in what folder, but this is what comes up: success, forward movement, but a little bit of indecision, or indecision. It could be indecision, forward movement, and success. Overall, I would say it was successful. Anna, does Christopher want to give up on our relationship? I don't think he wants to give up, but it doesn't look like he puts in a whole lot of effort. Like the way the situation reads is like, if you stop putting in effort, you probably wouldn't see much of him. Like he just comes off very like this is like not persistent, not persevering, like very laid back. He's willing to let you do all the work and not put much effort in. You might get sick of that after a while, and you may decide to move forward with something else. He just doesn't look like he puts a whole lot of effort into things. Yoda, yeah, that YODA, yeah. I mean, I started with that app a year, it was years ago. I don't know, maybe about 6 or 7 years ago. And sometimes I found that like their timing was pretty good, but overall, I don't know. And like that astrology is supposed to be really precise. I don't know. I just like they would always say something like um or they would give a reason why, it's because of the effects of Saturn. But it always seems to be the effects of something that prevents something from happening. And next month is always the month that it should happen, but then it never happens. You know what I mean? So I can appreciate it. Like last night when that girl was in here and she was pissed, I can appreciate how she feels because I've been told shit over the years too that never happens. And when you're dealing with like something like that, it's supposed to be very precise. It's like, well, what the fuck? Like, you know how many times like, oh, well, September of 2017, or, I remember when I lost my job at A&P, it was November. It was November 2015. I remember one prediction was that I would have a new job in May of 2016. I got no new job. No new job showed up. I went on several interviews, nothing happened. So like that kind of stuff I found to be very frustrating. But yeah, that's it. And they're very nice. Beautiful one. Arkin, has been stalking me on social media and making fake pages to get my attention. Should I be concerned? Well, you could do a couple of things. You can either block this person, or you can just stay off of social media. If you stay off of social media and give him nothing to look at, then he's not going to be able to. You see, look, I hate social media. I hate it. So when people ask questions about social media, I have a hard time with them because I feel like if you don't put shit up on social media, people can't stalk you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you put this stuff up on the internet, it's there for people to see. So you can either block all the pages or you can stop doing it. Like I don't see what the need is to put everything up. You know what I mean? And if there is, then don't put anything that's that personal. Like, what's he going to look at? What you had for dinner? Who cares? I mean, I don't think it's anything to be concerned about. I don't think he's going to, like, hunt you down or anything. But, you know, when you put something up on the internet, it never goes away. It's up there forever, and it's up there for the world to see. Because all you need is for one person to do a screenshot of it, and then that's it. You know, you don't know how many people have screenshotted it. So I would be careful with what you put up if you don't want this person to see it. Mel, I was told that the asshole Aries will attempt to sabotage my connection with Dolores. Will he succeed in doing so? Oh my God. Well, I get a 70% chance he's successful, but he may be successful for a moment, but for some reason I think she's not so dumb. You know what I mean? Like, she may take time away, or she may try to be careful. She may not want to let him know what's going on, but she's not stupid and she knows what he's trying to do. So I don't think that it ultimately, no, I don't think, if I was going to say yes or no, I would say no. But is he going to cause trouble? Is he going to try to make things difficult? Is he going to make things hard for her or make her feel a little guilty? Possibly. Yeah, I would say that. But she's not stupid. She knows what's going on. You know what I mean? You can't control, like, if you don't like somebody or you have a falling out with someone, you can't control. Like, it's not up to me, like, who my brother has in his life. You know what I'm saying? It's not for me to make the decision. I can only control who's in my life. If somebody's hurting him, right, then that's one thing. But if I just don't like them, it's not for me. You know, once again, now we're going back to the ego. I don't like them, so you shouldn't have them in your life. No, it doesn't work like that. Now you got to, so once again, so who's it going to come back to? It comes back to the Aries, because he's trying to manipulate a situation. If I'm right about the way things have been moving, that kind of crap isn't going to fly anymore. It's going to all keep coming back to him, because you're trying to control and manipulate a situation out of your own ego, not out of the goodness of your heart. You know, because there's no real reason. It would only be because he doesn't like it. Well, he's not God that gets to make all these kinds of decisions for everyone. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do that. Will he try? Yeah. Could he be successful a little bit, or could he put ideas in her head? Possibly, but I don't think it's going to work. No, I don't think it's going to work. Not long term. Beautiful one. Oh, I did that one. What are Dolores's thoughts about the decisions we had this morning? About the discussions we had this morning. I told her that I may need to pull away because my limp dick is going to try. You see, she thinks, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, she thinks that her relationship with you is moving forward. And that's what her wish is. She thinks about it a lot. And she would be unprepared for you to pull back. She doesn't want you to pull back. You know, once again, I don't think that he's going to be able to, only because of the way Like 5 years ago, I would have said, okay, he'll be successful at it and forget about having a relationship with her. But I think things are changing, and I don't think it's going to work anymore. It's not up to him to decide who's in her life, especially if it's not somebody who's doing harm to her. You know what I'm getting at? So I don't think so. I don't think that. I don't think that. But that's the thing. The manipulation. I don't think it's working anymore. You know, there was a time where like people were very easy to manipulate one another, and people got away with it. But I don't think that the manipulation is working anymore. You know what? It's just things are changing. You know, it's like it's the kind of thing where I don't know if I can explain it. But like you know how like somebody shows you their true intentions but they don't realize it. You know, like somebody may like slip and say something like, well, you know, I don't know if I could give an example, but like you see their true intention in that moment and you're like, "Oh, that's what this is about." You know, like shit, I can't think of like a good example. But when people start to expose themselves for exactly what the reason is they're doing it, it loses. It's like, oh, okay, so you don't want me to have a relationship with her because you're jealous of that. Well, that's too bad for you, you know? Or maybe she may not let him know. Maybe he doesn't know that she speaks to you, or she doesn't tell him much. But I just think the things that have been crumbling, you know what I'm saying? Like over the last year, I just don't think that he's going to get away with it. The manipulation tactics, because once again, that's fear, that's control, that's low vibration. It's just not going to work anymore. I don't think it's going to work anymore. He's going to have to. I swear, if he dropped it. This is what I'm saying. Like I really feel like the tides have been changing, and then you know when I was doing all that research about the whole Uranus and Taurus thing, that really gave me faith that you know what I've been saying is really what's going to be happening. But you know, so many people are stuck in these awful like kind of like limbo places that yeah, I quite second guess myself. But there's too many people that are going through personal turmoils for it not to be. You know, like my brother just got a new job. There's just too much. Like there's too many things that have been upheavals. That things are not. They're not. The old game isn't working anymore. The old shit's not working anymore. All right, I am gonna go. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll be on earlier tomorrow because I should be home all day. I'm going out tomorrow night, but I'll be back on tomorrow night, you know, late, probably about 10. But I'll be on earlier in the day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all. Have a great night. Bye-bye.